And I guess what initially did you guys use the Colt for?
We initially use it probably like most people do in a fit and rip, getting off blocks type situation. But it's kind of evolved beyond that now a little bit. We use it in our tackling drills. Our D-line coaches use it a lot. And I'm also a linebacker coach, and we definitely use it a lot to get off our blocks.
Do you find that the mobility of the pad is valuable when you're doing stuff?
The thing I like about the pad is, one of the things I like about the pad is that it seems to be a little bit more denser and a little bit of a harder type surface, not as much give, and it allows you then, it really works that you have to be able to place your hands correctly to grasp it. It's not real spongy. I like the fact that the arms are there, and they're designed so that it forces you to really emphasize getting your entire body clear to that arm like you would in a game, as opposed to just kind of it's not a wet noodle sitting out there. It's something that you really have to work, or it's going to grab onto you.
Okay, and that's something a lot of coaches are concerned about, not having had it in their hands, is it being a soft, thing that could fall off the pad?
No, it definitely doesn't fall off the pad. It's not like a noodle that you would use in the pool or anything. It's very durable. It holds its position. It's not something that's going to be flopping around or anything. And the main thing that we like about it is that if you're going to do an arm over or a rip or something, it's going to stick to you until you can really dip and get out of that, get away from it. So it forces you to finish the drill.
Okay. Why did you use it for tackling?
It's a nice pad that we can hold up here, but it also has those arms there that it gives us a point where you have to get below your helmet below. I mean, if you're up high, it's going to hit you in your shoulders here, and you're going to have a hard time getting in there. So it forces you to lower your pad level, and it also gives you a target where you can shoot those arms up, or we've even now gone to shooting our arms straight forward to get our hips to come through it as well. But I think it gives you a nice target there for pad level, helmet level, and then where your arms are going to go.
Okay. I guess ultimately the question is does the pad give you value?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's so much more realistic than a standard arm shield or hand shield that you might see. I think in this day and age of really, you need to be conscientious of how much contact you're giving the kids and concussion awareness. I think it's a great value in giving you that realistic aspect without having the added risk of a potential head injury.
And I guess the final question is, would you recommend the Colt to other?
Yeah, in fact, I have recommended it to other coaches, and we've shown our youth coaches the product, and we've kind of expressed the value of it. I think it's something that can be used at pretty much on every position level. I mean, it's not just a defensive tool. It's not just for a defensive lineman. I think an offensive lineman can use it. I think a running backs there's value there for them. Our wide receivers will use it to try and get off of a press. Our defensive backs use it a lot to work on getting engaged, fitting out, and then extending out and then ripping off somebody. So as a coach, I think it's something that's going to get used all the time, and it could potentially be something where your coaches are going to fight over who gets to use it during a certain time period.